Apple's Shortcuts is one of the most powerful app on your iPhone, yet its most misunderstood app as well, and people ignore it because of its perceived complexity. This video is aimed at making the Shortcuts app as simple as possible, show you how to use it, and even create your own shortcuts very easily. There are some bonus shortcuts that I'll create step by step at the end of this video, and I'm sure that you will use it very often. So let's get started. Before we get into the Shortcuts app itself, let's first understand what Shortcut is. This will help you create your own shortcuts later. Let's say you want to text your mom. To do this, you have to open Messages, find her name, type the message and hit send, right? These are 4 different actions. Or say if you want to get directions home, you have to open Maps, type your address and click start. These are 3 different actions. Instead of doing multiple actions each time, you can just create a shortcut and tell that this shortcut to perform these 4 actions every time you invoke the shortcut. So instead of performing 4 actions, you just perform 1 action and the iPhone shortcut will take care of the remaining 3 actions. So simple, right? I just gave you an example of 4 action or 4-step shortcut. You can create tens or hundreds of actions into a single shortcut so that you tap on that shortcut, it'll perform all those hundreds of actions for you automatically, saving you so much time. Let me give you a couple of examples to simplify it even more. Every time I leave my home, I perform 5 actions. First, I'll turn off all the lights at my smart home through Apple HomeKit. Second, I'll send a text to my husband saying I've left home. Third, I change the focus mode on my iPhone to work. Fourth, I'll start playing my travel music playlist. And finally, fifth, I'll open Maps and enter the address and start navigating. I do these every single day when I leave. Now, instead of doing these 5 things over and over again, I'll simply create a shortcut in the Shortcuts app, put these 5 actions in there step by step and save it. So next time when I leave my home, I will simply run this one shortcut from my home screen and the Shortcuts app will perform all these 5 actions automatically for me. I hope that made sense. Okay, with that in mind, let's open the Shortcuts app and see how to use it. Okay, this is the main screen of the Shortcuts app. It may seem a little complex, but don't worry, we'll try to make it simple. The first thing you will notice on the screen are all these tiles. These are all the different shortcuts I've created. Your screen may look different based on the default shortcuts you have. If I scroll down, you can see even more shortcuts that I have got on my phone. And if you keep scrolling even further, you can see some shortcuts that the apps on your phone have added to your shortcuts by default. For example, Amazon has added some shortcuts, Audible has added some shortcuts, ChatGPT, and lots more. Let's go back to the top. If you tap on a shortcut tile, you would expect something to open up. But what will actually happen here is the shortcut will start to run immediately. If you want to open the shortcut to see what it does, you need to tap on the 3 dots on the top right of the tile. Let me open the Leave Home shortcut to show you what it does. Okay, when I open the shortcut, you can see 5 steps here from top to bottom. Each of them represents an action. The first action here is to set a scene in my smart home, which will turn off all the lights. The second action or step will send a message to my husband. Third, it is turning on Do Not Disturb focus mode until 5 p.m. Next, it's playing my favorite songs playlist. And finally, it's opening up driving directions from my current place to my workplace using Google Maps. Let me go back and show you one more thing. I'll open this send message shortcut. This is a simpler shortcut which does only 2 actions as you see. First, it's getting the current location, and second, it's sending the current location as a text message to my husband. I think you can start to see the power of shortcuts here. If I have to send my current location to someone, it takes at least a few taps. But with shortcuts, I can simply tap on the shortcut and it'll automatically fetch the location, send it to my recipients in one go. You see, when I'm out late and I don't feel very safe, and when I want to send my current location to someone, every second matters. With shortcuts, I don't even need to open the Shortcuts app to run this shortcut. There are so many ways to quickly run a shortcut. So let me show you all the ways how to run a shortcut on your iPhone. First, the obvious way that we have already seen, just open the Shortcuts app and tap on the shortcut tile you want to run, and it'll start running all the actions one by one for you. What you can also do is open the shortcuts by tapping on the three dots. Here, tap on the three dots next to the name, and from the list, select Add to Home Screen. Now, this shortcut is added to your home screen just like any other app. Tapping on this shortcut on the home screen will start running the automation. Much faster, right? No need to even open the app. But it gets better. Let me open the shortcut in the app. Now, from the top down, let me rename this shortcut to, say, send my current location. Now, if I want to run this shortcut, I will just invoke Siri and say, send my current location. Siri will automatically run the shortcut and send my location to my husband. And if you're on iPhone 15 Pro or any iPhone 16 models with an action button, you can set this shortcut to run when you press the action button. To do this, I'll go to Settings, select Action Button, swipe to choose Shortcuts, and here I will choose the Send My Current Location shortcut. So from now on, I don't need to open the Shortcuts app, I don't even need to unlock my phone, I don't even need to invoke Siri and say anything. Anytime I feel unsafe, I can simply press and hold the action button, and immediately it'll send my location to my husband. Of course, you can configure the action button to run whatever shortcut you want, but you see how useful shortcuts can be. There are literally 10 ways to run a shortcut. It'll be a very long video if I start showing you all these ways, so drop a comment if you would like to see a separate video on different ways to run your iPhone shortcuts. Okay, we saw what a shortcut is, how to run it and make it useful. But how to create or get all these shortcuts? Well, there are 4 ways. 1. The apps you install will automatically add their own shortcuts like we saw before. Here is a Google search shortcut which I can tap and hold to add it to my home screen. When I tap on this, it'll automatically take me to a Google search instead of opening browser. Second, there is a shortcut gallery where Apple has curated some shortcuts for you. You can find this gallery as a tab in the bottom right of the Shortcuts app home screen. When you go to the gallery, you can see all these different shortcuts. You can find the one you like and you can add it to your personal shortcuts by tapping on the plus icon on the tile. Now, this shortcut is visible in the Shortcuts tab at the top. You can open it to view the actions and run it by tapping on it. Third, which is my favorite, there are third-party enthusiasts who create shortcuts and you can simply download them and use it on your iPhone. For example, there is a website called routinehub.co which hosts thousands of iPhone shortcuts which you can simply download and add it to your personal shortcuts. My favorite here is the Calculate Tip shortcut. In fact, you can share your own shortcuts with some. To do this, just long press on a shortcut here, tap on share. Here you can just send this shortcut to someone as a message, airdrop it, or even as a mail. Okay, the fourth way is, which is the most fun way, but also which requires some DIY, creating your own shortcut. Let me show you by creating a shortcut step by step for one of my needs. I have an album in my gallery with all my wallpaper-worthy favorite pictures, and I want to quickly change my wallpaper to one of the images from this album. Let's create a shortcut for this, shall we? To do that, I'll open the Shortcuts app, and to create a new shortcut, I will tap on the plus icon at the top right. Here, I'll rename this shortcut to Set Wallpaper to easily invoke using Siri later. Now, this middle part is all empty. There are no actions here yet. We need to add actions here. To perform what I need, I think we will need 3 actions. 1, to find all the photos from a specific album. 2, to randomly pick one photo from the photos. And 3, to set that photo as a wallpaper. So let's start adding actions. To add an action, you can tap on the search actions. I'm going to search for photos. Here I'll tap on Photos app. This will show me all the available actions I can take associated with Photos app. I'll select Find Photos. Now this is the first action. Here I'll add a filter to choose only photos from the album Sony Pictures, which are from my camera. Next, I'll add another action called Get Items From. When I add it, you can see a line from my previous action automatically, which tells me that the output of this action is sent as input to this action. Instead of the first item, I will tap and select Random Item. Now, so far, this shortcut has found all the photos from my Sony album and it has picked a random item from this album. The next action would be to set this as a wallpaper. I'll search in action again for wallpaper. There is a set wallpaper action and it has already populated pretty much everything for me. Everything looks good. Before I hit done, I'll tap on this arrow and choose add to home screen. That's it. You have created your own first shortcut. When I tap on this shortcut on my home screen, it'll automatically pick a random photo from my specified album and try to set it as a wallpaper. I can even automate this to run every day morning at a specified time to get a new wallpaper every day. But that is a lot for one video, so I'll show you even more things to do with shortcuts in an upcoming video. Okay, I hope this video was useful. Please let me know in the comments which is your favorite shortcut. And also like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on all the notifications. I'll see you on the next one. This is Anjana. Bye-bye.